This is number 6 in the series on the Lola, and this car is very unusual, being as it is a black car, or actually dark blue, sorry. It looks almost black, and it has a section around the middle of the car, right here at the demarcation line, and up slightly, that is very light. That's where the sun's reflecting back on it. But below it and above it, it's very dark. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to try to intimate that that is the way it is. I'm going to make this very dark, but I'm going to leave a slight border on it where the sun is catching it up on top, so that the one rear fender doesn't blend into the other fender, because then we'll have no sense of how wide the car is, and it's going to look very, very funny. So what I'm doing is darkening up the areas I need. The back is here also very, very dark, so it's not going to matter. I can make it almost purely black. It's going to be very similar to this value in here. I need just a little bit to keep the wheel well from disappearing into the body though. So again, I'm going to leave a slight outline, just barely a trace, and that will give me some way of showing the reader that there is in fact a wheel well there, and there's a body right next to it, even though they're almost the same color. That's the hard part with doing a really, really dark car like this. Everybody thinks that it's so easy to do with pen and ink because I'm working with black. The problem is I don't have color to show the difference between black and red, or black and some other deep color like green or blue or something like that. So I have to do it with slightly different shading, and the way to do that is to just make a line of demarcation between the two of them if you have to. If they're going to be two areas that are exactly or almost exactly the same shade but a different color, I can't show that. So I have to fudge around with the values enough to be able to make it look like that's the story that I'm telling. So it's like I have said before, it is a balancing act. You're just trying to do what's right to make the picture true to life, but you also have to be able to explain what the picture means, and you do that by making things stand out one against the other. If you don't, then the reader gets lost and they just say, oh, you know, what the heck, I don't understand this. And that's pretty easy to do. I've seen a lot of pictures that are done with ink, and it just becomes one black mess. And I used to do some of those too, so I can virtually understand that. But they're just little tricks to do, and those tricks are pretty simple. And once you do them, you figure it out, what you're trying to do and how to do it. But until you do, your drawings can suffer for it. So I'm just trying to make it a little bit easier to show you that you can do things that will make your drawing make more sense to the people who are looking at it, and also to you too, because you want to have a good drawing when you get done with it. So you don't want anybody to write you and say, what the heck was that, or look at it and say, gee, that doesn't look anything like real life. That's not what we're trying to do here. We're trying to make this so it looks like a real car, and it looks like something that could exist, you know, real race car, and in real world situations. This is out in the light. It's not under artificial light in a studio somewhere. This was taken, the picture that I'm using as the basis of this was taken out in the air. So you have to make it look like the representation of what nature would have provided. You know, it's sunlight and all that, and then all of that plays on the car. So the thing most important to do is to make something that looks realistic. And it doesn't have to look like a photograph. You can take a photograph in a couple thousandths of a second, and it'll have a lot of detail in it. So you don't want to just do a picture like that. If you do, then you're better off just taking photographs. What you'd like to do is to tell a story. And the story is, this is a beautiful car, and I'd like to show you what I can do with it. Or it's, in this case, it's going to go in my greeting card line. So what I'm doing with it is trying to make it so people would want to give a card like this, something that's pretty outstanding and would look good as something that you would send to someone as a greeting card for a holiday. You want them to value the card that you're sending. It's like Hallmark says, you know, when you care enough to send the very best. Well, this is the same kind of idea. You want to give something that really looks good and shows that you thought about their desires. If they're car people, these would be the perfect people to send something like this to. So I'm trying to make this appeal to the people who would most likely be car people, who would think this was something pretty special. Anyway, that's it for today. I'll do more darkening before you see this one again, and then we'll keep working on the car. Thank you very much. Bye.